I just received my new set of 20 Derwent Metallic Pencils. Am I going to love them? Am I not? We're going to compare them to the last set I got, which I was very disappointed in. And we're going to be talking about that today. So let's get started. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Angela, the artist behind Clark Fine Art. And in my last video, I'll post a link to that right here, I shared with you the scrawler box that I ordered, and I ordered it because it had the Derwent products in it. Specifically, the Derwent Metallic Pencils. So when I tried these, they said that they were water soluble in the material that came in the scrawler box. And as you saw, they did not dissolve. So I did tape them down with blue tape here so I can't get them mixed up because they look very, very similar. And I wanted to make sure I remembered these were the ones that were supposed to be water soluble. Now I'm going to pose this question. Hopefully you all can help me. Drop me a comment below. Do you have the old Derwent Metallic Pencils that were water soluble? And if you did they have a paintbrush on them? I was just wondering, maybe they had an identifier that helped you know that they were water soluble. Because I received these in and they do not. So for example, if I look at the new one I got in the purple and the old one in the purple, these pencils look identical. Everything is identical with the exception of the little stamp that is down here. This one looks like it says PQ possibly, or PO, and this one says QP. So you see, I don't know if that will focus, but those stamps are different. However, everything else looks identical. The color dipped ends look the same. Were these the same pencil? Did Scrawler Box include the set of 6 and not update their materials because they had new pencils and these weren't in fact water soluble? And are these identical? I don't know. So I'm asking you all out there, if you have the Derwent Metallics that do dissolve in water, that are water soluble, drop me a comment and let me know. Do yours look like these? Because this is what the ones that came in my scrawler box that said they were water soluble looked like. Now, if you watched that video, you know I was not a fan. I was really excited about them. I ordered the box strictly because it had Derwent products in it, and I absolutely love Derwent products. I am not sponsored by Derwent. Derwent has not sent me these pencils. I did purchase them on my own. So full disclaimer there. So, getting back to the pencils. Today I'm going to compare the ones that came in my scrawler box that were supposed to be water soluble with the new set of 20 that I got. So I've pulled the same color, so I'm only going to be working with the same colors today. So, to start with, I'm just going to swatch these out side by side because I want to see, do they lay down the same, and are they showing up the same on, and I'm using the black paper again. This is the same Clairefontaine paper. This is actually the exact same from the experiment in the last video. So we're just going to use the smooth side on the back and compare these. So this is the Derwent Metallic Pink. And again, this is number 17. Now that was the other thing I wondered, if when the pencils got reformulated and more colors, I believe they added 8 colors. Well, this pencil says 17. If there were only 12 pencils before, would 17 have existed? I don't know. Again, I am not sure. I have not sent an email to Derwent to find out. I should do that. I should inquire. Perhaps I'll send that off. And if I find the answer, I will be sure to post that information over on my social media and let you know. So you can follow me again All my social media is at Clark Fine Art, with the exception of Instagram, where you will find me at Clark_Fine Art. And of course, you can always check directly on my website, clarkfineart.org. So, plugs done there. We'll get right to it. So here's the original pink that came in the scrawler box that's supposed to be water soluble. And the colors do show up nice on black. But again, the problem was the color did not dissolve in water. So that was the water soluble. I'll keep the water soluble ones to the left. And then the new pencils, they're supposed to be the reformulated pencils that are not water soluble, on the right. So again, this is number 17, which is pink. I will say that does feel slightly different. These are a little harder, whereas this just, I don't know, felt very smooth going down. And I wouldn't say it's a lot brighter, but it actually does look a bit more pigmented than the other. So let's also just give this a little test. Some water here on my brush. And again, you see that the one that's supposed to be water soluble, I cannot push that pigment out onto the black of the paper. That was not moving. And check this one. Also not moving, but I didn't expect that one to move because it says the new formula is not water soluble. So, moving along, that was the pink. Next, I'm going to do the purples. I'm trying to keep my pressure consistent with both. Purple and then the new purple. They feel very similar. I mean, I have to wonder if I have a set of 6 duplicate pencils here, because I don't know. I just don't know. Again, these have the letters that are stamped on them, and I don't know what these, I'm sure that it's got to be quality or something, but they're letters that are stamped on these. Again, this one, the one that was supposed to be water soluble, has a PO stamped into the barrel, and then I have a QP stamped onto the purple barrel of the new ones I just got. Does anybody know what these stamps are? What they represent? Because there are different stamps on different pencils. So I looked at my new set and I have a variety of combinations of letters. So I'm wondering, is this quality control? Is this who's checked the pencil? Is this where it was made? Maybe what plant or factory that it came out of? I don't know. I don't know. But I can say that this one, that is the water soluble, again, felt a little harder for the pigment to lay down. Like I had to push a little harder. Whereas the newer one was very smooth. It just went down very easy. So there are the purples. And then again, show you with the water. That color's not moving. And the color that should be moving is also not moving. Next, I have my rose gold, and these are number 20. So again, the colors of the barrels are pretty much identical. The dipped ends look identical in color. The numbers are the same. It just keeps leading me to the question, are these the same pencils? This one has a stamp that says PO or PQ. It's hard to see on that one. And this one says RT. So completely different stamping here. Hopefully, maybe Derwent will see this and they will know. I don't know. Again, I will be emailing them and probably providing a link to this video, and they can see all of my questions. And hopefully I can get some answers, because as you know, I was very unimpressed with these pencils and said this was the first Derwent product I have ever tried that I absolutely do not like, because I was expecting them to be water soluble. That's why I purchased them. And clearly, again, you can see they are not water soluble. Which leads me to wonder, did I just get the newer pencils? Okay, so that laid down very smooth. And that was the original one I got in the scrawler box. And this is Rose Gold number 20. Again, number 20. If the original watercolors didn't have 20 pencils, did they have Rose Gold? Was it labeled number 20? I don't know. If any of you do know, please drop me a comment below, because I'd find that very interesting to find out. So here's the Rose Gold number 20 in the new set. And that feels just as smooth as the other one. So still, this is just leading me to believe that I have a duplicate set now of these 6 pencils. So again, with the water, you'll see that the one that's supposed to be water soluble, the color does not move. And the new ones, the color is not dissolving or moving either. Then we have Pewter. So Pewter, which is number 2, same thing, new pencil, Pewter number 2. The ends look identical in as far as the color. And here I have what looks like a PQ on the old one, and it's very hard to see the stamp. I don't even think that will focus for me. I don't know if that's a PB or a PO. I'm not sure. So now the Pewter, they laid down they're very smooth. The first 2 pencils, those felt harder putting down than these did. But that could have just been the actual individual pencil, and not necessarily because it was a different formula pencil. So now we have the Pewter, the number 2 in the new set. Those are also just laying down very smoothly. Yet again, what's supposed to be water soluble is not. And wow, okay, now that I'm surprised. I just hit the new Pewter pencil, and look at that move. What happened there? I have no idea. That's what I expected these original pencils to do. So I ordered these open stock. Did I get an old pencil? How the heck can you tell? I need to email Derwent and find out. How can I tell? How do I know which pencils I have, if they are old formula or new? Because that is not supposed to be water soluble, and that moved the way I expect the old formula that claimed they were water soluble to move. So once again, and I made sure that I marked all of the ones that came from the scrawler box with the blue tape, because they were supposed to be water soluble. I marked them with the blue tape before I even unpackaged these, so there would be no way I could confuse them. And yet again, here's the blue one. This is the Pewter. This is the one that's not supposed to be water soluble. That one does not move. That one, absolutely. Look at that. That's crazy. I don't know. I'm going to show you the pencils one more time. they look pretty much identical. Both of the barrels, this one might be slightly lighter, but very similar. There you have it. There's no other markings on here to help me identify one versus the other. I don't know. I don't know what to say. So now I have the green, number 11. This one is green, number 11. Again, the stamps are different. This appears to have a PQ on the original, supposedly water-soluble pencil, and a PW stamped in the new, what should not be water-soluble, green metallic. And then doing the, again, number 11 green metallic, and the new one that should not be water soluble. Now I'm nervous. What's going to happen? So the one that should not be water soluble, or should be water soluble, excuse me, is not dissolving. And then we'll go to the one that should not be water soluble. Okay, and that one does not dissolve either. I don't know what was going on with that pewter, but clearly that pewter dissolved. It's not supposed to. That pewter did not dissolve. It is supposed to. Last one in the set of 6 that I originally received. Supposed to be water soluble. This is the ice blue, number 13. And that stamp says PP. And then this is the new ice blue, number 13. The ends are, color is identical. This one, I can't really read the stamp in that one. It did not imprint the pencil very well, and it cannot really be seen. Maybe a PR? I'm not sure. It's very hard to tell. So there they are. There's the two ice blue. Water soluble first. Okay. Not water soluble second. The one that should be water soluble does not move. And the one that should not be water soluble is not moving. So that was a problem with the pewter. Now I'm curious, the rest of these colors, I wanted to compare the original ones I got so that you could see, because I mentioned I would do that in that last video. And the colors are great on black paper, and they do stand out. Let me grab that pewter one more time. This is, I'm going to just try to go back over it. So the colors do show up great on black paper. Again, this is the Clairefontaine Paint On Black, or Noir, I believe it says on the cover of the pad. So the colors show up good. They definitely have some wonderful reflective. They have that metallic sheen. They do have that. As far as if I purchased the pencils for them, if I purchased the pencils knowing they were not water soluble, and I wasn't looking to have that feature in them, these go down very smoothly. I definitely could see a way that you could use that maybe for some little highlights. You wanted to add some reflectiveness to what the project you're working on. Great. However, the ones that I got that said they were water soluble, I purchased them because they were water soluble. I was all excited, very disappointed. None of them dissolved. None of them could be used like watercolors, which is why I wanted them. So yeah, I was very disappointed. And as I said in my last video, they were the first Derwent product I didn't like. So then I went ahead and through chatting with a bunch of you in the comments, I said, I'm definitely going to go ahead and order the ones that are not water soluble. A lot of people seem to like them. So I went ahead and I ordered these, and I had ordered them open stock, and they came in, and I ordered them open stock because they came, there were multiple sets, but there were some duplicates if I just ordered one of each set. So instead of ordering them like that, I just went ahead and ordered all the colors open stock, ordered those through Dick Blick. And they're not supposed to be water soluble, and now they come in and I have one that's clearly, was that just an old formula pencil? Again, I don't know. How can I be sure? It's very frustrating. So I just want to quickly go through the other colors, and I'm going to swatch these out first real quick, and then we're going to see, did any of these other ones that weren't supposed to move, are they moving? So this is the silver, number 01. So this is silver. It is number 01. And then I have number 03, graphite. Of course, 02 was pewter. That was over here in the first round. So graphite, which is going down looking very much like a graphite pencil would. I think it would have been funny if graphite was number 2, because, number 2, graphite pencil. No, just me. So there's graphite. But they definitely have a sheen. Or that's number 3, graphite. Number 4, copper. They do lay down smoothly. Number 5 is bronze. Number 6 is antique gold. Do you have the metallics by Derwent, and do you like them? Were yours the water soluble ones, or the new formula that are not water soluble? Drop me a comment and let me know. That one was like, this one was a lot more dusty. I say dusty. I laid that down and I could see, little pieces that kind of, almost like a chalky. But it's very, very reflective. It is very reflective. And that was gold, number 7. So then I have number 8, yellow. Oh, that one is very smooth. When I say smooth, I just mean it feels really, it's really soft, kind of creamy going down on the paper. I don't have to press hard to have that pigment come off. And that is yellow, number 8. So number 9 is silver mint. Say mint. Wow, that one is very hard to read. Silver mint, number 7. A lot of colors that are very earth tone. Number 10 is turquoise. Then this one is number 12, because number 11... Number 11 was over here, which was the green. So the green was number 11. So number 12 is blue. Now that color is very different from, I'll lift that up for you. It's showing very different than the tip. Tip's much darker. This is coming in much lighter. Still a nice blue though. That was number 12. So number 13 was over here, and that was the purple. No, excuse me. 13 was the ice blue. And then 14 is violet. Then 15 was, we already did 15, which was the purple. That was number 15. Number 16 is silver rose. Silver rose right there. $17 was the pink that we did earlier. Number 18 is red, which that does not look red, but we'll see what we get when we put it down. I mean, it definitely is a shade of red. But, you know, I would think like more of like a primary. And that feels very... that lead right there. So that is actually, I don't know if you can see that, but that is loose and moving around in the pencil. That may be a quality control issue. I don't know, but you see it actually moving there away from, it's actually moving away. I don't know if that will focus from the, what you see. It's actually moving from the wood right there. This is loose in this pencil. I could really feel it as I was starting to try to work circles and lay this down. So there is a problem with this red. That was number 18. I can just feel, you just feel the whole thing wiggling around. So I don't know if it's broken up in here, if it's just loose through there. I don't know, but you can definitely feel it when you're trying to use it. So 19 is pink gold. Pink gold. And of course 20 we already did. That was the rose gold. We did that over here. So this was 19, and that was pink gold. So just real quick, I will mark these. The ice blue was number 13. The green was number 11. Pewter was number 2. Rose gold was 20. The purple was number 15. And the pink was number 17. So there's your 20 colors. Those are the 20 colors that Derwent currently offers in the metallics. They are definitely very shimmery. They do go down easy. Are they vibrant on black paper? I don't know. You decide. That's what they look like. That's looking pretty true to what I'm seeing right here in the studio. I'm going to set water to these, and we're going to find out, are there any others like Pewter that just want to dissolve and run away that aren't supposed to be dissolving? We already know that the 6 that were supposed to dissolve did not. We're going to try that in a second. But what do you think of those colors? If you're getting value, please take time and click that thumbs up button. Again, YouTube does reward interaction, and I greatly appreciate you helping my channel. If you like this video and you want to see others like it, hit that subscribe button. And if you ring that bell icon, YouTube should notify you when I have other videos available. Okay, so here we go. we're going to try these out and see. So first we have the silver, not moving. Next is the graphite. Doesn't look like that one is moving. And you were getting a glare and that's hard to see. I'll just tip it up like that. And then the copper. That does not appear to be moving. The bronze. Six was the antique gold. Seven was gold. Still no movement. 8 is the yellow. And then we have silver mint was number 9. Number 10 was turquoise. Oh, big drop of water there. Number 10 was turquoise. That one looks like it might be moving slightly, but not enough that I would say there's a problem there. I don't think so. I don't think so. Number 12. 12 was the blue pencil. $14 was violet. So 16 is the silver rose. And you're seeing this get darker and more transparent. Once it dries, they all pretty much did that when I first put down the water. But once that dries, that goes away and it all looks solid again. I think it's just the dampness making the black of the paper show through. And then 18 we had red. And then that 19, which was the pink gold. Wow. So there you have it. None of the other colors that weren't supposed to move, they didn't move. So what's going on with pewter? Again, did I just get an old pencil that was, because I ordered these open stock, so did I get an old pencil that was the old formula and that's why it actually dissolved in water? Do the old and the new look identical in manufacturing as far as the color on the barrel, the end colors, the numbers, and the names? Let me know. I'm going to shoot an email to Derwent and find out, but I just find it really, really curious. The one that was supposed to be water soluble didn't move. The one that should have come in and not be water soluble, it moved all over the place. And if you look, that barrel is slightly lighter in color. You can see it really well right there. And I'm looking to see if any of the others are like that. If I put them together. So this one that is dissolving, I would say that that barrel is slightly lighter in color. Yeah, no matter which, well, I don't know. Those may be pretty close. But I can still see it. It still looks like it's maybe just a shade lighter. Not much, though. Not enough to, like, really stand out if I had them in a, you know, all the pencils. Like, I had all the pencils grouped together where you'd say, oh, look at that one that's, There you go. That's the one. There's the one that was dissolving. It's kind of similar to others, so it could have just been the paint that was made that this batch came through was slightly lighter. I don't know. Again, if you know, were they the water soluble ones? Were they a different color? Drop me at the barrels. Were they different? Drop me a comment below. Did they have an identifier like a paintbrush, like you would see on Inktense or other watercolor pencils, with the paintbrush, you know, representing that you could use water to dissolve them? I'm curious. I'm really disappointed. Like I said, there's a problem with this red. That lead's wiggling all over the place in the barrel. The pewter that's not supposed to move is clearly dissolving like it was a watercolor. Are these still the first Derwent product that I just, yeah, see, look at all of that just dissolves. And I can just keep reactivating it. This is a water pencil. There's no way that this, no, there's no way. That dissolves and I can move that way too much with the water. And the other one absolutely doesn't. So do I have one watercolor pencil and the rest are all the new formula that are not water soluble? Is it still the first Derwent product I absolutely don't like? In the sense that the ones that I got that should have been water soluble that aren't, yeah, I'm disappointed in that. I got them because I wanted them to be water soluble. I then ordered the other set because I wanted some that were not water soluble and that I wouldn't have to worry about. So I'm not disappointed in that. Little in these two pencils here. The colors are not super vibrant. I would not go that far to say, oh, they're super vibrant, especially on black paper. I mean, you see it there. I look at this blue, and this is like just this electric metallic color, and there's the blue there, and that's not showing up so great, but I'll take a picture, try to share that with you. These just, I don't know. They're not as bright as I hope they were. Will I use them? Of course I'll use them. Would I recommend them? Well, only if you saw what they did here and that's what you're looking for. If that's what you're looking for and you like that metallic sheen, and they do have a metallic sheen to them, so I will give them that. They are definitely metallic. Then yeah, why not? It is fun to have new supplies and to use them and experiment with them and play with them. I just expect for my supplies, for the prices we pay for art supplies, I expect for them to do what the company is telling me they're going to do. Especially when it comes to a Derwent product. I buy Derwent because I trust Derwent. I expect that when stuff comes in from Derwent, that I will have no problem with it doing that which they claim it's going to do. And with those first 6 pencils, they didn't. They said they were going to be water soluble. They weren't. So yes, that's disappointing. And I was disappointed in that. As far as the new ones, they said these ones are not going to be water soluble. They are reformulated. And these didn't. None of these ran, with the exception of that pewter, which makes me wonder, did I get one that was not the correct formula when the new ones were shipped? So is this a situation where 2 times I've received the opposite formula that I have tried to order? Are they that similar in the product coloring and design as far as the dipped ends, the color of the barrels, where you could easily mistake one for the other? I don't know. So if you do know, please share with me. I want to find out. Once I email Derwent and I hear back, I will be sure to share with you what Derwent had to say about it. And I will post that definitely over on MeWe and let you know. So if you're not following me over there, please do. I hope you'll check that out. I love their platform. And of course, I'll try to remember to update you in an upcoming video. But there you have it. There's all the colors. I'm going to take a photo of this so that you can see here just how closely the color on the barrel matches the color that shows up on black. The blue, I feel, is a little wanting. You're not going to get this bright. This is a gorgeous blue, but that blue is not what's showing up. Would it show up on white paper? Great question. I'll have to try that and check it out and see how much of a difference it is on white paper versus black paper. The graphite definitely came out darker than what the barrel is showing. So I'll try to put an image so you can see the comparisons here. But if you want metallics and you're looking for ones that are not water soluble, buy your set. Maybe buy it straight from Derwent. Maybe buy it as a set versus open stock. Maybe that was the problem, that it was an open stock pencil, and that's why this one is not the right pencil. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely would recommend them. I can see plenty of use for them. I will use them. I just have those couple issues, which I will address with Derwent. But all in all, they said they're metallics. They are metallic. They do add that sheen, especially when you tip the paper at different angles. So yeah, they do what they say. With the exceptions we've mentioned. They do what they say. The colors are pretty similar with a couple exceptions. And why not? Give them a try. Let me know what you think. I wanted to take a minute and also swatch these on the white paper and actually show it to you, because as I did this, I realized red wasn't the only pencil that had an issue. There were 4 other pencils that had an issue, so I pulled the pencils down lower here that had a problem. The number 5 bronze, the number 6 antique gold, the number 7 gold, the number 8 yellow, as well as the number 18 red. All of those, the lead, or the core of the pencils, was loose in the pencil, and you can feel it as you try to apply pressure and lay it down. I have not dropped these pencils. This is how they came to me. And between those 5 plus the problem with the pewter, that's about a third of these pencils that came in that have an issue. Again, I do love Derwent products. I'm not too thrilled with these. I'm really not. Even on the white, the color does still have the metallic sheen. I accidentally swapped the number 13 ice blue there on the bottom left with the number 11 green when I was swatching them on the white paper. But again, you see with the pewter, it does dissolve and move on that white paper. I would use these probably as long as I have them, but if I use them up, will I purchase them again? I don't think so. Not at this time. Unless I get into a project and find a way to use these that I can really get excited about, I'm still going to chalk this up to the first Derwent product that I've received that I'm not a fan of. And are there other metallic pencils out there? Are there other brands that you use that you like better? that have more vibrant, bold colors. I think these are they're more muted, subtle. I don't want to say neutral, but I don't know. And this is just first impression. I really like to be able to try something out. So will my opinion change? Maybe. Would I tell you, stay away from these pencils, don't get them? No, because you know what? Even though I have the issue with the pencils, the number of pencils I have, I'm going to be emailing Derwent as soon as I am finished with this video. And I'm definitely going to let them know. And I have every confidence in them as a company. I have never had a problem with my other Derwent supplies. I still have a few that I haven't tried yet that I would be really excited to try, like the Derwent drawing pencils, for example. Those are on my wish list. These pencils just, one, I'm frustrated by the fact that I keep getting some that say, I've gotten some that say they are going to dissolve that don't, some that shouldn't that did, or one that shouldn't that did. And 5 others that the cores are loose in the pencil, and you don't really notice it till you start to apply some pressure, and you can literally just feel that whole core wiggling inside the wood barrel of the pencil. So again, I'm going to contact Derwent. I would not say don't buy these if you want metallic pencils. But are these the right metallic pencils for me? Probably not. I'm really, and again, this is my first impression. Having these issues, I don't want that to be influencing my opinion. So I will use these again in another project. I will definitely come back to them. As of right now, I would not order them again. But that's just me personally, and I definitely look forward to getting some of your recommendations for other brands that have metallic pencils that maybe you're looking at this and you're saying, oh, you know what? So-and-so makes a pencil that looks much better than that. Again, on the white, when I looked at the blue pencil number 12, I love the color of the paint dip on the end of the barrel of the pencil, but what I'm getting on white and on black just is not quite living up to that. And there were a few. I mean, if I look at the antique gold, the dipped end on that pencil is very dark, and yet what lays down on my paper, not so much. So, and then quite opposite that, the graphite, the dipped end of my graphite pencil number 3, that looks so much lighter. And when I put that on black, it's darker. And when I put it on white, it's even darker. So those aren't quite matching up, but you can get past that. Look at the colors of the actual pencil core itself. And those colors, what you see at that end, that is matching up. So there you have it, folks. Those are the Derwent metallic pencils. Do you love them? Do you hate them? Is there another brand you like better? Let me know. Drop me a comment. I hope that you found this helpful. Again, please do all the things like subscribe, share. I am getting so close to 100 subscribers. Yes, my first 100. I am a new channel, and I thank you. It's because of you that that's happening. And if you've stayed around to the end of this video, I appreciate you spending your time with me. I know there are lots of other things you could be doing, and thank you. I value your time. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video.